You can see I'm in the Himalayas, it's the monsoons and it's the perfect time for bug hunting. But as we're the Autocar show, our kind of bugs have 4 wheels, not 6 legs. And we're on a magical mystery tour to discover loads more. Being in the hills is magical anyway. Great weather, lovely winding roads and very little traffic. And we were in Rishikesh, known as the land of yoga and meditating sadhus to us. But in the 60s, it was a hippie haven. And I was feeling like one. I never thought the Beetle would be my choice of car to drive in the hills, but I have to say I'm having quite a lot of fun with it. The engine is peppy, it goes around the corners nicely enough if you're driving at a leisurely pace. And I think that's the whole vibe of this car, just enjoying the drive, windows open, fresh mountain air filtering in, the sun above me. Well, it's not exactly the sun because it's raining, but you just feel so free and happy. It's hard to describe in words the vibe of this iconic little car. Maybe it's the movies I grew up on, watching it as Herbie or as the Love Bug, but it always makes me feel kind of carefree when I drive it. And we're on this drive, like we said, a magical mystery tour, so that should give you a clue of what we're here for. Finding a lot of Beetles along the way. The road surface was amazingly good, and as the morning mist was lifting, I was getting a little more into the groove. Though the auto box is good for relaxed driving, I wanted a bit more. So I used the manual to enjoy the corners unfurling in front of me. Now though it's softly strung, the Beetle still made a fun companion. Why can't we have a regular test track like this, I was thinking to myself, until the bad roads came. But the Beetle did pretty well there too, pottering down the narrow road on the far side of the hill. The ride quality was actually quite good and it didn't let much filter through. The Beetle had taken to the hills. Well, I'm on the trail to find the other bug that's headed in the same direction as me. It's a little older, a little wiser, and I think I see it. Yes, we have yet another Beetle along on this journey. One that's been around a little while longer than us. Hi guys, good to catch up with you. So we're on this trail, Beetle hunt it is. And I think we still have a couple of more Beetles to find, but I say age before beauty.
So Samad, how long has this car been in your family, Beetle?
This Beetle has been in my family since the 80s.
And what year model is it?
It's a 73 model, 1300cc. My uncle was studying in the UK at that time.
Right.
He finished his studies and he bought this car, came back, married my aunt, my father's sister, and this was a wedding gift for her. So it's the Love Bug.
What I really love about this car is the sort of history it's had. Even today, 40 years later, it's still a fantastic drive. I love the build quality and what a lovely engine. I love the chuck of the engine. The other thing about these old cars is just how well they take these bad roads. Now, we're on the far bank of Rishikesh and we're trying to find the ashram, and it's just taking these local roads inside, it's just gliding over all of them. And we're as comfortable as the new people back then, so
It's also the build quality.
absolutely. It's the genuine build quality, that strength, that strong build. It comes through the ages. And the more I drive this car, the more I'm enjoying it, and the more I want to drive it a bit faster.
Like I said, it's a Love Bug.
Yeah.
How can you not love the Love Bug?
Honestly, I like the picture for the nice mid-range engine, the dodgy brakes. So Renuka isn't having half as much fun in that back here. So she's got the AC on, listening to probably the Beatles. Tell me some of that, don't be shy. I was for a date, take a girl out, because women just love the Beatles. So tell me what it's like. Come on now.
That was, I cannot say on national television. There are a bunch of people watching the show right now, so my lips are sealed there.
Shapur, it is quite a trek, I see. I feel like I'm going through the Amazon or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think the cars would have made it. We're in
Doubtful.
search for the ultimate Beetle of our story, or Beetles rather.
The Beatles. With an E and an A. Beatles.
This is where they made the White Album, Abbey Road. So now you know where we're headed. That's what we're going to find. How that song comes from. Where I wanted to go, strawberry fields. Well, after quite a trek and a bit of a jungle run, we've actually arrived at our third Beetle. But it's not Beetle as in B-E-E.
It's Beatles and as in B-E-A-T, the famous Fab Four.
Let me do. I want to hold your hand.
And this is the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's ashram, where they spent a long time looking inward.
I think so. You know, I mean, they came here in 1968, and after that they made, I think, two of their most popular albums.
Yeah, they composed songs for the White Album and Abbey Road and all the
Although I can't understand why back in the USSR would have happened here. Still,
Yeah.
you know, you just get the feel over here. You get a lot of references to lines in their songs about monkeys and bungalow bills.
And it's a modern historical site. It's like going and seeing some, historical caves. The only thing is, we have reference to it every day. When we were kids, we listened to the Beatles all the time. You heard the White Album. You don't realize that most of it was done in this property right here.
Right here in Rishikesh.
So
Yeah. And let's go take a look at the meditation hall where, it all began. So these mark these areas as the caves, and as you can see, we walked in through a dark, dingy little passage. But it opens out into this beautiful open-air meditation hall. And there is a tribute to the Beatles over here. One of the songs that they wrote here, still on the wall. There, in the peace and the calm and the broken ruins of the Maharishi Yogi Ashram, which is now a part of the Rajaji National Tiger Reserve, it was hard to imagine this ashram flooded with the flower power generation and some pretty famous names too. All the songs that the Beatles wrote had been made into artwork along the walls, and as we walked through the buildings, the songs came alive in our minds. Songs like Bungalow Bill and Dear Prudence were written here. Dear Prudence was inspired by the American actress Mia Farrow's sister, who locked herself up in a meditation pod for 4 days and wouldn't come out. And so John Lennon wrote, Dear Prudence, won't you come out and play? So the pods were exactly where we had to go next. I'm just blown away. I'm in awe, Shapur.
Yeah, this feels like the set of the Aliens, where all the cocoons are popping. We're right in the middle of it. But
God, it's insane. I mean,
they were built for meditation.
how many of them there are?
Yeah, look at the construction of the rocks inside the cement, and it looks quite weird and otherworldly.
I think there'll be quite a few snakes meditating inside here just now.
Oh, for sure. So you carry on, I'll wait here.
It was way too awe-inspiring to be afraid of what might pop out of one of these pods, and we trudged on to the pod where the Beatles meditated. And the reason for song number 9 and its repetitive tone became apparent. It was pod number 9. Standing there on those pods, we realized the inspiration for so many of the songs had connections to this place and its surroundings. And the thought led to the connection between the bugs outside and the Beatles here. Both didn't have great beginnings, but what icons they went on to be. Even though it was hard to choose which one was better, rear engine or front, air-cooled or water-cooled, every Beetle or Beatles had their own charm.